Who are you and where are you from?
I'm Aiden Johnson and my mob is Gunditch.
What's one thing you're very proud of achieving?
Footy, how I've grown and always becoming a better player, whatever I can do. I love about my culture so much, the Indigenous culture, is like how we've been around for so long and how we've evolved and how we still have our dances around the campfires, the paintings. It's just amazing.
What impact would you like to make on Indigenous affairs and why?
My impact would probably be to help everyone, every Indigenous person, to stay away from all the drugs, alcohol and whatever, to show them what it's like to be good and happy. You can always be happy. Yeah.
If you had a superpower, what would it be and how would you use it?
Yeah, I'll probably be flying, just because it could be fun, it could help emergencies, because there's like a fire happening, you could fly in, fly out, and yeah, you can get to places real quick.
If you could choose a totem, what would you choose and why?
Probably black jaguar, because they're really fast and they're like nice hidden, and they can like you don't see them. It's like they've got the black eyes, the black nice shiny skin, and then in the night time it's just you can't see them. They can attack at any moment, so they're quick, speedy, and that's what I think I am.
How do you define an Aboriginal role model?
An Aboriginal role model, I would define as someone being happy about who they are, where they come from, like the Indigenous culture, not trying to hide it or say there's something else.
What's your favourite colour and why?
My favourite colour is probably red, because I've just been around the colour red a lot and it's just like the main colour I'll see and all that. So in primary school, the house I was in, I was vice captain, was red, and now Scotch College is red. So yeah.
What are some of your hobbies?
I like to play footy, like the game, video games, play basically any sport, go out, ride bikes, find mates, hang out, and yeah.
What's your ideal job?
My ideal job would be playing AFL at a professional level, and not only doing that but helping other Indigenous kids, families and whatever.
If you wrote your life story, what would you call it and why?
Becoming a man, because it shows the growth with me and still growing. As every day as you get older you will still be growing. Yeah.
So what defines a man?
A man, to me, my personal opinion, is being a leader, respect and helping others, and caring about themselves but also caring about others and where they are.
What is one Indigenous issue that you're really passionate about?
Probably just the Indigenous people don't go act like the stereotypes, because then that just proves them right. Like, just go and do something different. You don't always need to do the fighting or don't need to do drugs to be cool. Yeah.
What is one stereotype that you'd like to break about Aboriginal people?
Probably that we're all violent, and drugs and all that. It's actually not, because a lot of the Indigenous people don't use drugs. They're always nice. We get to know them, and yeah.
What are 3 things you like about yourself?
I love how I'm always happy. I can bring joy to others. I've got a lot of energy, always up and about, and just how I can get along with basically anyone.
What do you like about being Aboriginal?
What I like being Aboriginal is the culture. I think it's just amazing of how we're one of the oldest living cultures.
Do you have any hobbies?
Got into riding bikes recently. For my birthday, I got a new bike, so I started getting to that. Playing my computer, probably been hanging out with mates.
Who's your favourite football team?
Melbourne.
Yeah. Why?
Oh, because, my dad's dad, I remember he gave me this little Melbourne coin when I was a kid, and I've just went for them since then.
Do you have a favourite player?
Probably Jack Viney or Charlie Cameron. Probably them two.
Any particular reason why?
Charlie Cameron, because I feel like in a way I play the same. Like he's how I want to play. So and Jack Farney because he's just a gun.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you want to live? And why?
There's this place called me and my mate were talking about last year, Morocco. So I forgot where. I think it's forgotten it now, but it's somewhere and they speak different language, but like it's such a nice place. It's like the whole town, or you can call it, sits on this beach. And yeah,
How do you define racism?
you make fun of someone just because of their race. It's probably the easiest way. And the way I define it, because if you're just making fun of their race, I reckon that's racism.
What do you think would be the ultimate goal that you'd want to strive for in the next 5 years?
Make the AFL and like have an impact on the game.
How do you define a leader?
Leader, someone who can take the weak under their wing and help them become strong.
What do you feel is the hardest thing for young Aboriginal people today?
Saying they're Aboriginal, I reckon that could be a possibility. Probably people may just making fun of them just because they're Aboriginal, like of the dances that our culture does and all the ceremonies and that. Like people could make fun of that and try and make the young Aboriginal lad not feel Aboriginal, like make him that he doesn't want to feel Aboriginal. So yeah, I reckon that would be it.
What makes you proud to call yourself Aboriginal?
I just love the history. I reckon that's pretty sick. Like, and I don't really mind anyone can say anything, but I reckon the Aboriginals have one of the sickest history. So we're living here for 60, 70,000 years with like no electricity, nothing. Just wood, basic tools, and each other. So yeah.
What parts of culture do you think you might have missed out on?
Probably like the dances and that. Because in school, if you're talking about the Aboriginal, they always just talk about the past and how they lived and that. And probably like the dances, I don't think much people would know unless you're an elder or something.
If you have kids, what aspects of culture would you want them to make sure that they actually get?
The history of what they've been through, how they did it, and just to be granted, be grateful for everything they have.
Do you think it's hard for non-Indigenous people to understand the Aboriginal history?
I don't think so because, I don't think so. I think it's like a pretty easy history, like to understand. But when it comes to like the dances, the rituals, I reckon that can confuse some people.
What's your favourite subject?
Like probably maths. I'm good at, so I enjoy that. English, I'm starting to enjoy more, so I feel like I'm getting better. PE, of course. Probably sports first. Sports science was it? Yeah, sports science. Was enjoying that a lot. Yeah, probably them. They're my top subject.
What have you been missing most about being at school?
We're hanging out with my mates, mainly, because we can't go anywhere, so we can't really hang out with them.
What's your proudest moment ever?
Probably when in year 6 graduation, I got to say welcome to country. For that. Yeah. That's something I really didn't really know at the time. And then I got told and I got to learn about it. So yeah, that's probably my proudest moment.
If I gave you the opportunity to talk to the whole school about Aboriginality and you had 5 minutes to do it, what would you want them to know?
Oh, probably like the history, I guess. Like more of like the history of the dancing, and or probably the language too. I reckon if we get more people to learn the language, that'll be good.
When you finish school, what's your plans? If you've got any now?
Well, hopefully I do make the AFL. If not, I want to become an engineer, mechanical engineer, like on cars and stuff.
Do you think it's hard to maintain culture in 2020?
Yeah, I would say so. Just because there's people who just, there's so much different people. And no, just because there's like internet and all that, you can actually go out and do like events and that. But not right now. But I reckon it could. Yeah, it is a bit difficult to keep on passing down like the original culture and language. So yeah, I reckon it'll get harder as time goes on.